In those quiet, still moments just before the world really wakes up, there's this period of just immense spiritual power. It's a time that's so profound, people say it can actually shape the entire course of your day. So let's dive in together and explore the deep blessings that are hidden right there in the dawn. Welcome. In this explainer, we're going to be unpacking the incredible significance of the dawn. And we're going to be drawing our insights directly from this book right here, The Blessings of the Morning and the Importance of the Fajr prayer. It's packed with wisdom, and we're going to use it to really get to the heart of why this time of day is just so spiritually powerful. Okay, so before we can really appreciate why any particular time for worship is special, we kind of have to take a step back. We need to ask a much more fundamental question first. What is the ultimate purpose of worship itself? I mean, just think about it for a second. In this massive, complex creation that we're a part of, what is our primary reason for being here? What are we really here for? Well, the book we're looking at grounds us in a really clear answer. And here it is. This verse from the Quran, it's the bedrock of everything. It tells us with absolute clarity that our core purpose, the very reason we exist, is to recognize and worship our Creator, Allah. So worship isn't just some secondary task, right? It's framed as the central mission of our lives. All right, so if our whole purpose is worship, the next logical question is when? I mean, sure, every moment is an opportunity, but the book we're exploring points to one specific time that holds a unique, sacred honor. And you guessed it, it's the dawn. So what is it about this particular transition from night to day that makes it so special? Why is the Fajr prayer, the one performed right in that window, given such extraordinary weight? The answer, it turns out, starts with a divine testimony. You see, the Quran opens an entire chapter, Surah Al-Fajr, with a powerful divine oath. Wal Fajr, or by the dawn. And whenever Allah swears an oath like this, it's a major signal for us to sit up and pay very close attention. It instantly tells you just how important this time really is. And that's a really key principle for understanding the Quran. When Allah takes an oath by something, He is lifting it up to a place of incredible significance. It's His way of grabbing our attention and telling us, hey, reflect on the greatness of this. So by swearing on the dawn, Allah is making it crystal clear this is not just another part of the day. So, we've established the dawn is divinely honored, but what does that actually mean for you and me in a practical sense? Well, it means this specific time is just packed with unique blessings and rewards for anyone who embraces it. So let's break down exactly what those blessings are. According to the book, these blessings basically fall into three main buckets. First, there's a profound spiritual shield for your soul. Second, tangible success in your worldly affairs through something called barakah. And third, direct benefits to your physical health and well-being. Let's start with spiritual protection. The promise here is just extraordinary. Think about it. By making that connection with Allah at the very start of the day, you are literally placed under His divine protection for the entire day. It's like starting every single morning by activating this impenetrable spiritual shield. Next up, worldly success through what's known as barakah. And this isn't just about money or wealth. Barakah is this beautiful concept of divinely infused value. It means that, you can achieve more with less time, you feel more satisfaction with less, and you find goodness and growth in everything you do. And starting your day with Fajr, that's the key to unlocking it. And finally, let's talk about the physical benefits, because they're real. The book explains that when you rise early, you're working with your body's natural clock, not fighting against it. This leads to better energy, a healthier start, and it helps you avoid that awful sluggish feeling you get when you wake up late and just rush into everything. Now, to really, truly appreciate the dawn, we need to get a little more specific. We need to understand its different phases, because the Arabic language makes this beautiful, very precise distinction. We're not just talking about times on a clock here. These are distinct spiritual opportunities. So the book breaks down the time around Fajr into two distinct spiritual phases. First, you have Sahar. That's the period just before dawn, and it's a time specifically for seeking mercy. Then you have Bukur, which is the period right after dawn breaks, and that's a time for seeking blessings. Let's zoom in on Sahar for a moment. This is that final, darkest part of the night. It's described as the absolute prime time for introspection, for turning to Allah and seeking forgiveness when the whole world is silent. It's when our spiritual connection can be at its most direct. And here's why that is so powerful. There's a profound hadith that tells us that during this sacred time of Sahur, Allah's mercy is incredibly close. I mean, He Himself descends to the lowest heaven and asks, "Who is seeking forgiveness so that I may forgive him?" It's just an open invitation for mercy that's completely unmatched at any other time of day. Then, as that first light starts to appear, we move into the period of Bukur. So if Sahar was all about seeking forgiveness and purifying ourselves, Bukur is about cashing in on that spiritual purity. It's like a blessed launch pad for your day. It's the ideal time to kick off your activities and seek that barakah we were just talking about.
Okay, so let's put it all together. We've looked at the purpose of worship, the divine honor of the dawn, the unique blessings it holds, and the specific spiritual timings. So the big question is, how do all these pieces fit? What's the practical game plan for embracing the morning?
Well, it creates this really beautiful trajectory for your day. Think of it like this. You begin in the Sahar, seeking mercy and forgiveness. Then the Fajr prayer acts as the central pillar, cementing that connection with your Creator. This then launches you into Bukur, that blessed start for all your activities. And all of that, in turn, places you under Allah's protection for the entire day. See how it all connects? When you look at it that way, Fajr isn't just a morning prayer, is it? It becomes this sacred bridge. It's the one act that carries all that immense mercy you sought in the night and brings it forward into the light of the day, transforming it into real, tangible blessings. And that really leaves us with a final thought to reflect on. If the start of the day holds this much power, for our spirits, our success, and our health, just imagine. How might our entire lives be transformed if we truly and consistently embraced the blessings of the dawn?
So if you found this exploration of the morning's blessings valuable, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more explainers like this one. Thanks so much for joining us.